Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a fantastic race. Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle, on schedule for the Outcast Racing League. How is everybody's day? Hopefully you are all up and about with that extra hour that the day kind of threw away for you. Hopefully you are celebrating the daylight savings time, kind of like I am. Sweet, I think. I don't know. Matt Redford's going to be your pole sitter today here at Pocono. They're going to run 60 laps, about 150 miles ish, so or ish or isk. Wyatt Smith's going to be the outside pole sitter. Jeff Mayer's in the 67 is going to be inside row number 2 with Josh Bromfield to the outside. Anthony Garland and Wayne Garland will be there in row number 3. Carlos Ortiz, Christopher Muse will make up row number 4. Row 5, Austin Chappie and Robert Guest. KCD's back in the mix after taking a week off. He's going to be there in that 11th spot. He's going to have James Garland to the outside. Joshua Benton in the 69 has Dave Durand in that row 7 spot. Jared Knox bringing up the tail end of the field. As we'll take a look at that grid. The rest of it, there's Josh Benton and Dave Durand, Jared Knox there as well. Oh, goodness gracious. I believe all the logos are still set. We're going to double check. I had to move this one over from the old hard drive. So we're going to see EDS Graphics, your race sponsor and your league sponsor here. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you to everybody doing what you do. Hopefully you're going to have a phenomenal race here with us. Wyatt Smith lead them off pit road. They're going to catch back up with a pace car. Long pace lap here. We'll talk about some points. We'll talk about some things going on in the league. They're about to be just a couple of races away. Let's see. We've got Pocono, Talladega next week for some throwback paint schemes. That'll be on the 20th. Bristol will be on the 27th. And then their championship race will be at North Wilkesboro on 4-3. Looking forward to that one. And what they're going to be able to do, then they'll have season 2 coming up real soon. Shortly after that, they're going to restructure, do some things, I'm sure. And these next-gen cars have been spicy. Season points, Anthony Garland, currently your points leader, 350 over Josh Bromfield, and at 318, 297 for Jeff Mayers in that spot. These drivers are going to be looking at trying to find speed anywhere they can, wherever they're going to get it, and just kind of what they need to do. If you're out there watching on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, make sure you hit the like, the notification bell, smash the subscribe button out there on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Twitch and Facebook. Much love to you. We are getting close as Redford looks to take him to the green flag. Pace car will dive off here on pit road. And we will be going green flag racing right here in Pocono. Green we go. 67 Mayers to the inside. Next gen cars. I got into practice with the guys a little while ago, and I will tell you that the drive into the corner on these cars it's absolutely hard. And I mean, when I mean hard, I mean hard. These cars, you're going to have to downshift in the 4th gear for a couple of laps until the tires get warmed up. Then you're going to be able to drive the track for a little while, and then it's going to get super free out of 4. That's what I learned after I ran about 26. I ran what would be considered a full green flag run in these cars, and it was whoa, the 12 of Bromfield getting into it. There's a caution, and now maybe a reset. Hopefully Bromfield's going to be able to back up. Yeah, he is. He's going to be able to go to pit road. They are going to have long pit stops here, so there will be a chance for the drivers to find themselves not only down pit road, but get a fast repair, get themselves to be able to make an adjustment. Here is the tunnel turn 2 for Josh Bromfield. We'll take a look and see what happened. I'm going to put this right there on far chase, just like we normally do. Oh, it looked like they both got free. Ooh, 26 was free. The 12 was free. The 26 got up into him, and then oh man, Carlos Ortiz. Both of them got free out of the corner. The 26 just didn't have anywhere to go. Ooh, a little bit of nose damage, and then the Chevy's going to do the helicopter. Carlos, oh, the 87 gets into him as well, so modified look for that driver. Spicy tires. This track is going to be slick. Race information on your screen. Gonna have a couple extra sets of tires, 2 fast repairs, 60% fuel in the tank, 60 laps for the drivers, 2022 Cup Series cars running out there. Give us a follow on Signature Esports Facebook page and follow our Facebook group as well, Signature Esports Lives. You can share all your stuff over there, and that is a page that I watch closely, so that way I can look at more and see what you guys are posting out there. It's just kind of like my personal For You page, so to speak, if that makes any sense. It allows me to see what you guys are doing and share that stuff out there as well. And we have a little bit of a community over there in that group. They're all going to come to. I think the drivers who need to come to pit road are going to come to pit road. They're going to get that fast repair. I don't think they're going to take any tires. If they take tires, probably not the best idea right now. 60% fuel, roughly about 28 laps on a fuel run on full tires, I do believe, on a 2.5 mile track here in the circuit, 28 to 30 to 32, maybe 35. So if they take a full green flag run, 60% fuel, I mean, we're going to see him come down pit road at least twice, at least in if my math is serving me correctly. Yeah, this is what it is. And I do believe they have to make that first pace lap before they do. There is Bromfield in the 12. Robert Gast into pit road. He's going to leave pit road. That was the 87 that got involved. James, thank you for the like out there, brother. Appreciate you. I'm sure that you shared the stream. Yes, you did. Thank you very much for all the shares out there as well. James Garland getting some damage repaired. Probably with these long pace laps, he's probably going to save that fast repair, those fast repairs until they need it. Outcast Racing League, and comes that caution. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. James out there saying have a great broadcast. I appreciate that. On top of your screen, folks, you're going to be able to see my stream schedule. The only stream we're not going to have this week is the IVRL. The IVRL has a week off on their schedule this week. So that will be, I think that's Monday nights. That will be, we will not be streaming Monday night. Actually, we'll be streaming, but we won't be streaming a race Monday night. So bear that in mind. Keep that in mind. We'll see what happens there. Might actually do some racing. I don't know. We'll see what we do. Maybe we'll throw up a fun race for folks and see if we can get a sponsor to throw something that way or whatever we can do. Speaking of sponsors, EDS Graphics, a sponsor here at Outcast Racing League. You'll be able to find EDS Graphics on Facebook. Also, he's in Discord as well, so you'll definitely be able to take care of that. He'll get you a paint squared away right away. Other sponsors, of course, for myself over here, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I love these guys and what they're doing. They absolutely have a great plan when it comes to their podcast and podcast schedule. They release a podcast every Friday. They just released one this last Friday talking about The Hobbit and the Fellowship of the Ring. They're working on the Hobbit series right now. Much love to the guys over there, AJ Coppola and I think Matt's over there as well. Just good guys and solid podcast. You can find them on Spotify, iHeartRadio, the major platforms for all your podcasts. Make sure you check them out on YouTube. They are doing video now as well, so that's even more exciting. I am going to keep us all updated on what's going on out there in the world of NASCAR. Phoenix Raceway is underway, and Ryan Blaney led for a minute. I know they had the competition caution. They just went through stage one. They have a big stage two coming up. Looks like Kyle Busch is in second right now, so that's how that's working. Chase Elliott in fifth, according to the relative. We're going to keep watching and keep an eye on that for you as well. Kind of wish I had a scrolling ticker that NASCAR could put out for my stream for that. It'd be absolutely awesome. I don't have that integration, though. It is what it is. I probably could make a CSS code for it. 71 gets the green. We're going back at it here. Lap 5 of 60 being completed. Pace laps are 3 laps here in the tricky triangle. Now all these drivers ready to rock and roll. They're going to drop into the corner. The driver I'm most proud of in this series, this guy right here, the number 84. Wayne has made so many improvements over the course of the watching him grow on this platform. He's just such an awesome individual. When we were in there on that practice session, I was like, Anthony, where's your dad? Where's your dad at? How's he doing? Speaking of that, there is the Boondock Saints. Anthony said he was going to run a different paint scheme. I'm liking the buddy. You got to keep that paint scheme. Don't get rid of that paint scheme. I like that paint scheme. I'm a fan of the Boondock Saints. Matt Redford out front by a full second right now. 57.34 was his lap. Of course, that is the fastest lap of the race. First lap up to speed as these drivers get into the corner. We'll see how tire wear starts to play a factor. There's Jeff Mayers trying to get a win here. He needs some bonus point extravaganza. .7 seconds back. Oh, I didn't give the helicopter award. Oh. I know it was Carlos that got it. Carlos still looking a little bit modified-ish right now. We're going to go ahead and give it to him anyway. He had nowhere to go, but he had a cool, that was a cool helicopter. He went around at least, he at least did a 960. I'm just saying. He did a rear bumper grab 960 into a flat spin and stuck the landing. Was able to go back forward, and he's driving that car. So as long as nothing happens, a chance when he comes to pit road to be able to make some things work there. There is James Garland to the outside, or to the inside there. Forgive me, I had to sneeze. Jared Knox back here. There's a new driver right there, number 51. Let's show his name on the screen. Give him some air time here. Back here in the back. Let's go. Muse says, Brandon, thank you for the follow earlier. I did see that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Little Thundercat action. Little Rowdy Cole on the back of it. I do like it. The Rowdy Goat. Is it the Rowdy Goat on there? Oh, it looked like a Thundercat logo. He was about to have like the best props for me, but nope, that is a Rowdy Goat on the back of that. That is awesome. I like his paint scheme. Full send. Wayne Garland and Muse side by side. There's Mr. Wayne in the Toyota. Now Muse behind in the Ford. Driving the 99. We got to get him a paint scheme. He was in practice earlier, and I was like, you know what? I gotta ask him while he's in here. Let's make sure we say his name. He's a new driver to the series as well. They're picking up drivers, even though that the series is almost 4 weeks away from the end here. Ooh, 99 gets a little bit more speed into turn 3. It's a little bit free right there, but he does. He's able to capitalize, make it work. David Duran making some things work. There's the Milwaukee native. He's driving the Exalta 24. Little homage. Up high, free off the corner, able to save it there. He was carrying so much speed, it almost made him airborne there. Jeff Mayers, Loveland, Colorado. Good to see the man out there. I know where Loveland is. I know where Loveland Pass is as well. Wyatt Smith trying to put out some times here. And his lap time's not quite as fast as the race leader, but 3.5 seconds the difference right now. 55.80 was the last lap for him. Matt Redford, 55.69. The only driver to have a faster lap. 55.15 for Matt right there. Holy cow, from Newcastle, England. That's the man. It's good to see him back in the race. I think he took a day or two off. That was pretty good to see him get back out there and get back into the mix. So it is the way it is. 10 of 60. Pit strategy should be somewhere in the realm of somewhere. Dennis, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you, friend. James, all those shares, all those 94,000 shares. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, you shared it 10 times. It's amazing. Thank you, sir. Thank you to everybody out there doing what you do. 71, 867, 24, 81. That's going to be your top 5 as they continue to roll forward. And man, oh man, we're going to unpin the stars comment because I don't need that one. I'm going to share some goals because that's what I do. There's my stars goal. There's my follower goal. And I can't do that on YouTube or Twitch, so Facebook's done. Thank you so much. Redford Smith, Mayors. Let's see where the battles are at. Shappy, Casey Deese. Casey and Austin Shappy have been getting wrapped up in a few things. Just taking a look at their official stuff. And they're really great drivers, especially for league racing. And it just seems like they've just been sitting in the mix where they didn't. Have you ever had that out there, folks? And walk me through your guys' races out there. I want to know. Jeff Myers and Dave Durand here. These guys are battling. This is the battle for third. If you guys ever had the officials where there's like a solid week where it just doesn't go your way. I've had about, I don't know, about 7 weeks of that. Went from almost 2,000, I think it was 19. I was almost 2,000. It was 19 and some change. And just had a streak of bad luck where I just couldn't get into a race that I could finish without something getting turned or without somebody getting turned and then me not being able to get on the brake hard enough to avoid it. Well, and I tell you what, Daytona was your week, James, dude. So I did okay. I only raced a few times Daytona week because we know it's Daytona week. Speed weeks are they're hard. But I will say that it was tough to, what was it, Kansas? Not Kansas, Las Vegas. One of those two. Caution's coming out. Dave Durand got free right there. Dave back here on the front stretch. He's going to get that caution flag. At least he's able to drive. He'll come around and get that fast repair. He's going to be right there in fifth. Anthony Gurley goes around. Vegas Vegas would have been good for me if I could have done more. My timing for officials were just awful. Wyatt Smith having an issue here. What's going on with Wyatt? He was coming around. I think he was coming around. He looked like he got free there. It didn't look like he has any damage, so that's at least a plus right there. He's getting back rolling forward here. I like Vegas. I think Vegas is a great track. I like the 1.5 miles. I'm not so much a fan of the road course right now until they get the fixes for the next gen cars, but I think it'll be good. I'm happy with what they have going on. Hopefully everybody else out there will be able to see what these folks are doing. Vegas is always a ton of fun, folks. How is I want to make sure the stream's doing well out there. I was noticing that I'm having, I don't know. I know that you folks get out there and you're watching on YouTube because I can watch on my phone and it shows exactly how many it does, but my ticker, I'm trying to do something here. I've got snippets right here that I take screen captures with. I like 1.5 miles. I like the super speedways, but I only like the super speedways in the trucks. Because you can still push, you know what I mean? Ooh. I wonder if the 8's having some like VR issues or something like that. If he's got some screen issues going on right there. Cause he just kind of jerked the wheel there, like he's trying to find something. The trucks you can push on the super speedways. Xfinity cars are good too, but you have to do like open lobbies. You can't do, if you do the officials, everything's too squirrely. Get yourself a good setup from whatever setup shop that you prefer. Get out there, run it. Make sure that car is nice and tight and hugs the corner. Xfinity cars can be fun. in those open races, but the trucks are just a blast in those races. So one of the mile and a halves in the trucks, the Xfinities, the Cup, even the Cup cars now, I'm really liking how the Cup cars are driving since they made the tires and they made those improvements with a week before Vegas. They really did make some improvements to the A car, which is this car right here. So I'm pretty happy with what's going on there. But folks, let me know how the stream's doing out there on Facebook, because it's doing some fluctuation stuff on what I see on the stream metrics. So want to make sure it's taken care of. Whoa, man, everybody coming off pit road. Anthony Garland, excuse me, took fuel. Wyatt Smith took fuel. Matt Redford took took right side tires. Jeff Myers right there in the 67 is going to come off fourth. Put it and took a set of tires. Austin Shappy took tires. Folks, if you haven't done so, again, twitch.tv/signature esports. And I want to take a look at something while I have that screen up. It is 5 sets of tires total, 4 plus 1. And then if you haven't done so as well, make sure that you go over to facebook.com/signature esports. Take a look at that. If you like DayZ and you like all that fantastic fun stuff games, I've got a server out there. It's called Signature Esports on DayZ. I've got a PC one and I've got an Xbox one. Join the Discord. You get the password there in that channel. And I want to thank the developers of True to Life. And I want to thank Arrow 7, Texas Kelva. I've been watching their streams quite a bit. And, yeah. So now I'm going to be playing some role-playing GTA. Anthony Garland's going to be your race leader, Rochester, New Hampshire. It's going to be right there. We're going to be doing some stuff. I'm going to try to become a lawyer on the GTA True to Life 5M server. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to bring some more entertainment your way. James, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my man. I really, really, really do. I forgot to, somebody tipped me the other day off stream. Excuse me, I need to look at that. While these guys pace around, I'm going to take a look at that. Give me a moment. Sometimes you remember these things, and sometimes you have to do that. So I want to like vocally say, hey, thank you. You know what I mean? Because somebody did, and I want to make sure that I give credit where credit's due. Folks are just absolutely amazing. Need to do a merch giveaway here pretty soon. I do know that. Settings. Where'd it go? Cancel. Let's restart that session. All right, Anthony Garland, the 8. Yes, James Mandarin. Dude, put your link in the chats. Put it in there. I give you permission. I'm not those other people. The only way that we can promote each other or be a good community is if we promote each other in every way. And that is including, hey, go ahead and put your stuff in my chat. I don't care. Green flag, Anthony Garland. Well, he's going to be trying to do it. James Mandarin on Twitch. Mandarin Racing, ManderudRacing on Facebook. Please do so. The only thing I don't want people advertising is, of course, those dirty links that YouTube sometimes throws at me. I love being able to stream on YouTube for folks because you can watch it on your television. So you got a big giant plasma, you want to be watching this, or a projector with surround sound. Whoa, 81 loose. Good save by Garland there as Smith goes around. Wyatt trying to be the fastest drive. Caution, Bromfield involved. Josh just got his car fixed, didn't he? No. There it is. There's that logo. Oh, maybe he didn't get it fixed. Was he just free? Or did he? Oh, he was free. Oh, he did not have that car fixed. I don't think. Hold on. Bar chase? Rear chase? No, he had his car fixed. You got it, man. Ooh, out of the gas. Free. Corner. Free. Oh. Woo! The 28. Dang, there got clipped. Casey Deese able to avoid that one. Holy cow. Let's do that from Casey Deese's cockpit view. Here's what happened. That was Wayne. Hold on. Back up. No, that was Josh in front of him. All right, watch this. Here we go. Into the corner, 99's high. That's Muse right there. Fifth gear. Into the corner, gets in the brake a little early, trying to save 12 right there. And then all of a sudden, right behind him, man, that was some spicy tires right there. That's for darn sure. All right, folks. Let's go back to live conditions. They're going to pace around, third caution of the race. And, of course, it always, my guys. Wild Aces team trying to have a better day here. There's the 12. There's the 26 right there. Got a fast repair on the books. So Ortiz is able to make some things work for him. James Garland, Robert Gast, all those drivers try to make it work. Lap 19 being completed. They got a little run in there, and it was pretty good. And then some drivers started pulling away. This is almost like a back-to-back caution, even though there was a lap or two in between it. See, they went back to green on 16, I do believe it was. They did, and the caution was thrown on lap 18. So we're completing 19. We should go back to green flag racing to start lap 21. That's going to be a good situation, a ton of fun. Oh, I did have, excuse me, my throat's a little hoarse. Had a long night last night. Wyatt Smith, your race leader. There's the 81 of Garland. He's going to be able to try to spicy some things up. Matt Redford trying to work his way back out front as well. Still the fastest driver out there. 55.15 is the fastest lap. But when I was saying, I had somebody ask if I cared that other like leagues had other streamers promoting themselves, and no, I absolutely do not. Tonight, actually, for the Strictly Stock Duck Press Media Solutions race in Michigan, it's actually sponsored by somebody who has a YouTube channel. Content is content for these folks, and sometimes the best way to advertise, especially for iRacing, if they are going to support these leagues, is that right there. And I did have another channel ask if I mind if I put up one of their videos, and I said, well, you know, that's a cost-effective thing. So, kind of got to do that stuff. I do want to say today is Michael Woolley's birthday out there. So, Mr. Woolley, if you are out there watching it or rewatching this or whatever the case may be, happy birthday to you. You are 22 again, and much love to you, buddy. Hopefully you and the future missus are doing well. Part of the Real Racing Online team, Drinking Bros Racing, those guys helped me get Signature Esports kind of where it was almost a half a year ago. Dude, James, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Dude, you like, with as many stars as that you have sent over the last, I don't know, month, you could have supported my stream with a graphic or anything. So by all means, I'm here to help promote folks. I'm what do they say? They talk about small streamers, and they talk about who's got, you know, your average viewership and all this. I stream to 3 platforms for every iRacing broadcast, and then I stream my personal gaming stuff on Twitch. And I will tell you that when it comes to trying to help other people grow with iRacing, I love to help people do that, but I want to grow in other aspects too. So that's what we're trying to do here. I'm trying to find my niche where I get out there and I can have fun, and then I can still do this as well. So that's you know, let the voice be what it is. Let me do this as more of the kind of fun background. Then eventually, I would like to use Twitch as just kind of that as my personal platform to just game. Maybe that might be something I do in the future. I don't know. Green flag's gonna be back at it though. And we're going to be completing lap 21. That's hey, my math is correct. I like being right occasionally. Side by side into turn number 1, 81 of Garland down low, but the 8's going to carry more speed into that corner. Watch Mayers there to the high side. Redford's back there as well. Redford at 71 to the bottom. He's got some. Whoa, they're wrecking to the back. KCD's involved. Holy goodness, he is backwards, inside out. 21 of 60, and now he has he's got a modified. And come on, Casey, you got these cars are just super free, and they're wrecking again here. Caution will come out. James Garland involved. No doubt he is. Yeah, he looks like he's either burning out or smoking. He's trying. Somebody give him a tap. Casey, you could have went down there and give him a tap. He's got a reset now, and that's unfortunate because the pace laps or the toe laps around here are just unreal. Nice, he got it. Heck yeah! All right, here's what happened to Casey. I think Casey just went too low here. Maybe he was already free in the corner. He was already free. He got into the corner, got hard on the brakes, tapped the brake, got himself loose. I know this all too well. Taps the brake, gets himself loose, gets himself below the apron, and now he's just free, trying to hold on, and oh no. He was trying to hold on to himself, and then somebody squeezed by, and when he did, then James Garland and company come up here. Here's what happened here. James gets into the corner. He's going to be a little bit high. Oh. And the 69 was there. That's Joshua Benton. Dang, oh dang. The two teammates collect each other. Ooh, Nelly. I'm sure the chat and the ears are burning. Everybody deserves to be famous, not me. And that is my thing here, folks. Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. Caution number 4. They are really just trying to get some things rolling here. Thank you to all the folks. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you to all the fam out there that has supported me doing this as well. I'm unbelievably grateful for kind of just everything. I've put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to have this platform, and I've not always gotten it right. And there's still not only just gratitude, but there's debts I still owe to folks that I just that helped me get this make this what it is. There are drivers that I still need to make sure that I take care of because they're deserving of what they've earned. And at the end of the day, all that I can say is, and in the middle of all of this too, I had some pretty nasty things happen to to us over here personally. You know, and those personal things become a part of what you do. And one of those things was those who don't know, in my personal life, I own a business over here in Missouri, and it's somebody take advantage of me. And when they took advantage of me, they took advantage of me in the worst way. And we've been battling them in court. We were supposed to have settled in court. Oh, January. I think it was supposed to be January after the first of the year. Of course, keeps getting delayed and pushed back, and all I want to do is be able to take care of the things and, you know, be a person of my word and take care of staff and employees and be able to grow a future for my business, for my kids. And now I found another outlet to be able to help me do that, and this is what I'm grateful for. I don't just do this for me. I do this for the kids. I do this for all of you. I do this for the drivers. And I do it because I feel like I'm good at it. So there is my personal rant for the day. Pocono Raceway is an eventful track. Long pace laps, though. Sim Racers of is it Connecticut? Let's go, Wyatt. Oh, sin. Wyatt, I think, is he and Matt Redford probably got the two fastest cars here. I think that Wyatt is going to be the guy we're going to look at for the long run. Though, when Matt Redford was out front, he did have a 3.5 second lead, but they hadn't really gotten into their tire wear. They're going to have to come to pit road at least one more time before the end of this race. So this might be a split race here. We will see. So darn sure. Wyatt out front on the outside. That's the elected line to go green. Anthony Garland will be there to the inside. She.com. Number 8, the Boondock Saints, 81. Pace cars in. And 3 sends it. He sends it before that thing. It's yes, Priest Nation. Perfect. Good to see you out there. I absolutely appreciate you. 8 gets a jump. There's the 81 of Anthony Garland. Myers in the 67. That Toyota looks to be locked in as well. Matt Redford ready to hold on down the backstretch. Big run. Liking it. Liking what we're seeing. Tunnel turn. Unbelievably busy. We see some of the drivers utilizing different lines here. We talk about how they enter into the corner. And what I see, you watch the 71 from the wall, and he gradually enters in. Here's that nose cam. Gradually enters in, not changing his gears. Didn't sound like he changed gears. We'll see. He's going to be right behind Anthony Garland here. Going to run on the 67. They might be almost 3 wide here. Going to go 3 wide. Oh, he blinked. Don't blink. Don't blink. Oh, man. Trying to switch drivers here. Matt Redford to the inside. There we go. Garland has a run on the high side. Now, turn 1, exit 2. You can run down and in and run higher on that exit, and it does give you a little bit more speed into the corner. Turn 3 and is going to be, here's turn 2, the tunnel turn. This is where a lot of drivers get free. Turn 3 is onto the front stretch is the one place that you would really have to watch your brake, and up into the wall. He almost goes. A little side contact. It did look like. I'm not quite sure. Either way, they look clean. Anthony Garland able to pick up that 3rd spot again. Let's see if he has any damage from that. Doesn't look like the right side has any crinkles at all. Though that his tires are probably looking pretty spicy. It took about 3 laps, maybe 4 laps, for these drivers, or for the tires in the practice session, for them to start heating up. There's Ortiz. Carlos Ortiz driving a Chevy. up next to the wall right there. Almost have to flick it to the right just to make sure that it stays. Last lap for Wyatt Smith, 56.15. It's kind of curious. They were running 54-second laps by themselves. 54 fours, 54 fives in the practice session. And right now, with the way the temperatures are working, fastest lap of the race at 55.15. And that's interesting. Robert Gast, 87 off pace there. He's going to be off the track. Looks like he is trying to get back in. He might have to jump to pit road here. He did. He had to jump to pit road. We won't give out any more helicopter awards for the time being. There is Wyatt Smith. We talked about the lead that Matt Redford had before. Wyatt Smith runs his fastest lap of the race the last time by. Fifth caution comes out. Dave Dern involved. And that's going to be on lap 28. Drivers are probably going to think about coming to pit road this time by. Here's what happened. Dave might have just been spicy on the tires here. Exit, tap the wall. Ooh. That'll do it. That will do it. Hopefully he's able to drive it back around, get himself to pit road. Man, oh man, 24 Dave Duran. All right, there's the 8. What happened to the 8? Hold on. Oh, he locked up the brakes. I was like, what happened? He was just catching up speed. He locked up the brakes and it turned the car sideways. He's going to come to pit road anyway. It is the way it is. It is the way it is. You're his dad. Wyatt works with a real race team for the Trans Am Series. Oh, awesome. Very cool. iRock Series. Nice. He'll be at Road America July 3rd with NASCAR when they crossed it. That's awesome. Well, congrats to Wyatt, man. Best part of working Sundays is watching that. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. Wyatt looks like he might have this thing on lock. That's awesome. Well, good for him. Congrats on the success. That's always a plus. You definitely want to see success out of the youngsters. My oldest is 20, and pretty proud of him. My next oldest is 17. She's getting ready to do big things in her life. So to see success out of the kids, just amazing, man. Just amazing. So much love. I appreciate you being out there chatting it up, and I know he's gonna. Well, actually, I don't even know if the chat will replay on YouTube, but either way, it's super awesome. I read it out, and he'll when he goes back and watches the race, he'll know what you said, for sure. Wyatt, your dad's proud of you, man. Matt Redford is going to be your race leader. Hasn't really put any laps on his tires. Actually, only took right sides whenever he came in on lap 14. About 16 laps on these tires right now. Kind of trying to figure out what's going to happen here. They're going to run out of fuel. For darn sure, we do know that. I mean, they have had some pace laps in here. 5 cautions for 15 laps. We're talking 3 pace laps apiece. So half the race pretty much ran green. Just the long lap times and the long pace times make it seem what they do. Folks, I'm going to play a little commercial from my good friends over at Wheels America. And I do have the Wheels America Cup Series happening on Thursdays. So, but I want to give these guys some airtime. They don't get enough. Fantastic company. You go to wheelsamerica.com. You can get out there and shop. They're made right here in the United States. Absolutely fantastic company. Especially since you're getting ready to take your winter tires off in most states and put your summer tires on. If you're looking for a new set of rims, I'd go to them. Or maybe you need something repaired. I think they do repairs as well. Either way, I know what my boy's getting his rims for. He's got a VW. Buying it himself, paying for it himself. I know what he's going to get. Matt Redford's ready to roll. Muse is going to be right there in second on the outside. That's the restart right there. Wayne Garland came in on 14 as well. The top three all on the same strategy here. Wyatt Smith trying to make a run to the outside. He came to pit road and went ahead and took some fuel. I believe he didn't take tires at all, so he's going to be on the same strategy as Redford, Muse, Wayne, and Wyatt. Jeff Myers in that Toyota. When he came to pit road, he took right sides. Sorry. Yeah, he did. I'm correct on that one. Josh Bromfield took tires. Anthony Garland went ahead and took tires as well. They just need that long run. Because still, we've got one more pit stop that needs to happen. And I think some of these drivers, like Matt Redford, like Chris Muse, these guys came in for some fuel, maybe some right sides, maybe some touch-up. I know Muse, when he came in on 14, he took tires a little bit faster right now. But the fuel's going to be the big thing. 31 of 60. We'll go back to green here at 32 of 60, and they're gonna have to take that green flag pretty quick. Matt Redford out front. He takes it. He's gone. The green flag waves again, and a ton of fun for everyone. You are wonderful. Redford, Garland, Smith, Wayne high up on the racetrack. His exit's going to be a little bit lofty here. He's in second. See, this is what I mean. Get it, Wayne. I think Wayne won at Pocono when we did the Joe Sixpack Racing League. I'm pretty sure Wayne won there. I might be wrong, but that was also a Gen 6 car. This is a different car here. 8's a little spicy on the bottom side. 84 is going to have the run to the I side. Right now, the 8 tries to drop into the corner. Caution's going to come out. Pretty sure the 84 was still out front of the 8 right there, so he's going to go back. Christopher Muse involved in 99. Take a look and see here. I think new tires is what did this. Let's take a look. Yep. Nice job. Nice job. Oh, man. Was that Shappy back here? Shappy was able to avoid that. Was it Knox? Knox was able to avoid that. James was back here too. James still has no rear bumper. Let's take a look here. He might have a good view on his cockpit view, so let's take a look. There, free and easy down there. Did a great job of avoiding that. Very nice. It's a nice. It's a me. All right, here it is. 33 of 60, sixth caution of the race. We'll give ourselves a grand old helicopter award. Why not? And a caution to back that up. Folks, pause for the cause. 84 will be in second here. He's going to pit from second. So is Wyatt Smith. Jeff Myers is going to do the same thing. Matt Redford just needs to hold on to the lead here a little bit longer. Bromfield, Anthony Garland. These drivers are trying to work their way around the field. There's Josh Bromfield. He was in practice. He was doing a pretty decent job. Anthony Garland in third. Casey Deason fourth. Durand in fifth. A 24 back out there as well. Lucky Dog. Austin Sheppy. Go get it, Sheppy. Normally, folks, I have the driver cams up, and this would normally be a great time to have those up. But if I'm being honest with you, I was taking a nap. It was a long night. In the most productive, good way that you could have a long night. If that makes any sense. Pace cars leading them around 34 of 60. We'll go back to green flag racing somewhere around lap 36. I am going to hydrate. I encourage you to do as well. Whatever you're drinking, whiskey, water, wine. Or if you're out there having coffee like me, lift up your cups, tilt them back, and don't get drink drunk. I was just getting my hydrate there. Redneck Living Life, good to see you. What's up to you out there? Appreciate you very much. Appreciate everybody out there. I had to refill my drink there and clear my throat, so I apologize about the slight delay. 25 laps to go, now 24. EDS Graphics Outcast Racing League. Just AFK for a second there, so I apologize about that. I am back. I am ready to go. Redford, Smith, Garland, Durand, Bromfield. Let's see. Heiko Sieber out there. Thank you for giving us a like. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Tell you what. Some racing going on here. There's a 24 of Duran to the inside. Who's keeping track of NASCAR. And plus, NASCAR's going on as well. Chase Elliott right now up second off of Ryan Blaney, who's led a ton of laps right now. Dude, much love. Absolutely. And I'm going to hit the other ones, too. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do to build the popularity. You guys do a phenomenal job on that server. Much love to you, folks. I was talking about it earlier about what my plans were with Twitch and my streams and what I'm going to do over there. The man himself that you're seeing in Twitch right now. Make sure that you give him a follow. He's got big things happening with his True to Life RP server out there. Super clean, super organized, and some of the most realistic streams that I've seen come from, as far as role playing goes, comes from that guy right there. I tell you what, it's going to be absolutely a blast to be able to be a part of it. I'm excited to be a part of it. I got the invite, got in. Started working on that first part of the grind where you start with nothing, and I'm gonna get that going. I wanted to stream that part, but I figured, you know what? Let's get in and figure out some keys and figure out what we need to do and make that work, dude. Absolutely, just a blast. Amazing job. Keep rolling with it, brother. 81 of Garland trying to hold on to that car. That Toyota spicy on the tires as he comes around. Oh, trying to hold on to it. Gets down low. Oh, into the wall. Caution. 7th caution of the race. Outcast Racing League. Super awesome. Super awesome. Matt Redford, your race leader. He had a commanding lead there, and that was a good run for those drivers. I know they're trying to get this race underway, and just after about 3 or 4 laps, this is way different. This is a different look for these drivers than what they had before. So it's just to absolutely say, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I had to get a drink. That was it's part of the thing here. I spent so much time getting everything ready to go here that I forgot to refill my hydration glass, and so I went and did that, and then was watching what was going on with the race and had my glass in my hand. And did that. 7th caution of the race. And, of course, there it is. Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Always again. No. I pushed the button. I pushed the button. No, I'm not on. I'm not on. I'm not watching the race. I keep it down. Yep, I pushed the button, folks. See, today is just everybody's day. No, I keep the race upstairs. I don't do that. I do DVR it all, or whatever you want to call it. Cloud record it through the Roku, which is what I use. Thank you, Spectrum. Yeah, I want to thank Edward. Thank you, Hiko. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, James. Thank you, all the folks out there on Facebook for sharing, liking, following, doing all that stuff. Much love to you. Thank you for all the likes on Facebook, on YouTube as well. Thank you to the folks chatting it up out there on all the other platforms. Redford had it. I was looking at spicy tires. That's exactly what I was pointing out there with Wyatt Smith. It's a good run for him here as they were getting back into the corner. The 8 gets back into the throttle just a little bit more quickly and almost had it saved. And we'll be able to get in and get a fast repair. Might be able to get some tires taken care of. We'll take a look and see what Wyatt's going to be doing here. Yeah, he's coming to pit road. There's the 81 of Anthony Garland into pit road. I don't know. Wyatt doesn't look like he is going to pit road. I don't think that he used both of his fast repairs. He might have. 71. He's going to have Jeff Myers behind him. A little right side for him. There's Wayne Garland right there with him as well. Thank you to everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Much love to you. I appreciate you all so very much. Yeah, you guys are just amazing. Help my community grow. As we try to help all the other communities grow as well. That's what we're all about. Words to live by. It's all just send it. It's a full send every day because you never know what life's going to be able to bring here. And as we see life just kind of do what it does, it's going to be what it is. EDS Graphics right here, Outcast Racing League. EDS, of course, trying to specialize in a few little things. As far as iRacing paints and graphics and stuff like that, check him out. You can go find him on Facebook. He's out there. He's got a few paints on the old Trading Paints app as well. So very cool. Good to be a part of it. Signature Esports on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We do all of our iRacing broadcasts on all three platforms to give everybody an opportunity to look at all three. And, of course, we like to see what everybody's doing out there. Join the Signature Esports Live Facebook group. Post whatever you want there when it comes to not just iRacing, but your gaming streams or the things that you think I need to see. It's kind of like that group that I get to see what you guys want me to see rather than having to do 90,000 searches in the platform. So I appreciate everybody. Matt Redford is your race leader, and he looks to be ready to go. He's going to choose the inside line on the restart here. Here's a look at his rearview mirror. It says, "Look, all of you behind me need to stay there." That's what I'm saying. All of you, stay there. Wayne Garland says, "Nuh-uh. No, sir." Matt Redford. Wayne Garland behind him. Jeff Myers on the outside has Austin Shappy looking at him from the front side. They're all clutching it in, trying to save some of that fuel. There's Shappy in the STP 45. Gonna have some fun here, folks. We're gonna go back to it here, and 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Take it into the tunnel turn. Cheers to you all. All the health and the good luck, and everybody out there. Always want to thank our men and women of service, whether it's military service, law enforcement, EMS, doctors, nurses, people who get out there and they serve our community the most. But you know what? Here's some words of advice. Tip your bartender, tip your waitress. They work just as hard. They keep all of us happy when we are in that in their establishment. Tip your doctor as well. No, don't. I mean, depending on where you're from. Green flag. 12 laps to go. Make it 11. Redford, fastest driver out there. Through the gears he goes. Let's ride along with him inside the cockpit view here. A little gyro cam. Here we go. Gyro into turn 1. 3 different turns. Based off of 3 different tracks. Turn 1, Atlanta. Turn 2, Old New Hampshire. Turn 3, Indianapolis. Caution. Wayne Garland involved. Wayne has turned around. Is it me or do the cars look sick? Or not look sick, sound sick. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what happened. Austin Champion's right there. The 8 got to the back bumper. Net coated him. Sent him around. The 8 able to miss him there. So it was a net code spin. And the 8, oh man, it was Wyatt Smith up here. Let's kind of look at what happened to him there. We know that this was a little bit of a net code bump. That's what that was. 8 gets down. Did he hit the wall at all? Oh, just a little tap on the front left. And oh man. Redford, Myers, Shappy, Smith, Muse. 99's able to rebound. It's pretty awesome. All of these drivers are going to go back to catch up with the pace car here. Austin Shappy, Wyatt Smith, and number 8. Buse was able to rebound. He's got a little bit of nose damage, but he's back out there. Drivers off the lead lap. Josh Bromfield in the number 12 car. Bromfield second in points. Does need to have a little bit better luck. He's not going to have enough cautions in the race to be able to get himself back around. He might get a lap back here. He should be the lucky dog here. Wayne Garland will be right behind these drivers. We'll see what happens when they come back around. And a good race so far for everybody. Yes, there's been cautions. I think there's cautions here because of the setup. Not because of iRacing or the league doing anything wrong. I think the setup is not built for these cars, and I think these guys are just having a tough time because the track conditions are just not the same. Bromfield is going to be a lucky dog. He's going to get that wave around back. He's going to be back on the lead lap. They're not back on the lead. He's going to be 5 laps down, and he needs roughly about 3 or 4 more cautions to go his way. Give me a follow on Twitch, of course on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Signature Esports is the platform. Signature like you would sign something. Esports as in, well, you know. Looking for the GWCs here because I want to take a look. Pit road speed 75 miles an hour. I'm sorry, 55 miles an hour. Pace car speed 75 miles an hour. Tire sets 4. Setup was the Pocono setup from what they put in here. I am looking for the GWCs, and I am not seeing them. I was trying to see if there was a chance there. See, that's how I get away with a few things here, folks. I just throw up that and I look at some settings. Great situation to have, folks. If you have not gotten out there and done so, always enjoy who you are and what you do. But Please, oh please, don't ever not give yourself the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm saying. Don't let anybody else determine what life is for you. 51 on a pit road, trying to get some more of that time fixed. James Garland in on pit road as well. He's behind Josh Blomfield. He's 9 laps down. Hayes' car is going to be out of turn 1. And I know some of these drivers still trying to get a lot of that damage fixed. This is one of those drivers. He's getting that right side fixed. He's like, you know what, dang it, I'm going to get it fixed. This is what's going to happen. And I do see that Carlos Ortiz is going to be there in the 26. He's inside the top 10 once again. Anybody can win here. There's Wayne Garland. Wayne's having some internet issues, and hopefully he's all right. James usually sits right next to him. They usually have the guys on driver cams. We'll have to do that again. You know what we might have to do, too, is when we get down to the nitty-gritty, we might just have to pull up all of the drivers on one big screen on here and show them all working their wheels. How cool would that be? Jeff and Redford. Jeff Myers came in on 40, took a 40-second pit stop there, and now is going to basically full send this thing. Anthony Garland on new tires, ready to go. He came in on 47, 8 laps to go. Green flag, 71 sends it. Into the corner, drops it in high to low. Jeff trying to hold on to it behind him. He has Smith, Wyatt Smith. Says, I'm not done. Send into the corner. Down low. Smith came in for fuel on lap 40. He's still faster than Redford when it came to his average lap time. He's got some heavy nose damage though. He's about a full second off the pace. He's got that full send mode on. He's in the wake or the draft of the 71 who's free right there. I don't know how he held on to that, but man, he did. He wheeled that thing like he owned it. Jeff in the 67 behind the number 8 car. 6 laps to go. Second into the pace. Redford trying to utilize a high to low approach again. Egg shaped it out onto the back stretch, the back quarter stretch into where turn 2, where the tunnel turn goes into. Again, modeled after New Hampshire back in, I believe it was the 60s. Try to remember these things without having to look up the wiki over and over again, because there's so many tracks on here that you just kind of just remember the things that you need to and kind of make it work. Austin Shappy tried to track down Jeff Myers right now. Dave Durand rebounded that 24. Carlos Ortiz went from 10th to 6th on that restart. And he's got himself a brand new looking car. Good on Carlos here. He's working it. Get it, buddy. Wayne Garland, Christopher Use right in 8th. That's exactly where he started. The 99 still trying to work some things. There's Bromfield 5 laps down. Still trying to work some magic here. 8 minutes of repair, Anthony. Dang, oh dang. Hey, but the good thing is that you got some fantastic cards from Maximum Sports Cards. Just saying. It is. It looks like it's driving completely different than what the practice session was. Because my fastest time is what Redford's fastest time is right now, which is a 54.94. Your fastest time was like a 54.4. It just looks completely different. Like it looks like it's just sliding all over the place and nobody can hold on to it. Which I really think it's the 2016 setup, along with the 104 degree track temperature with 71 degree air temperature. That makes a big difference. The closer the track temperature is to the air temperature, I hate to say it this way, you can do this with your leagues. The better the racing you're going to get. You're going to have wrecks, you're going to have cautions, you're going to have drivers that are just going to get into a few things. But I will tell you, yeah, 50, okay, so you ran a little faster than after I left, because I left about an hour to go. I'm pretty close to it. But, I mean, these guys look like they are struggle busting here. And I feel for him. Redford is the one that he's probably driving this like an Xfinity car, and he really is. I mean, when he's driving, you're seeing just how loose he is right there, which is curious, because I was like, man, these guys are in each other's draft, and they're not running 54-second laps. Look how free he is. He's drifting around the corners. Crazy to see. I like it. It's awesome. Durand is. Dave Durand, 2881. Redford has a 1377 on the iRating. Yeah. Dave Durand, 2881. Bromfield, 2626. It's all good. Hey, you know what? You've got talented drivers in there. Redford's just, like, I think this is just Redford's track, and the way it's driving is working for him. Somebody's going to have a good day here. And Redford right now just keeps pulling away. Unless he's got griphack.exe, which he doesn't. You can tell that he doesn't. Because watch how free he gets out of the corner. He's feathering that guy. He's like tap, spin, tap, spin, tap, spin. A pirouette, then a full, Flora. Sorry. Ballet terms. It's awful. EDS, 2 to go. Make it the white flag here. EDS Graphics Outcast Racing League. Next week, they're going to Talladega. And that'll be a fun race. This is just a preemptive, hey, let's go get it. Know what I mean? Jeff Myers under fire from Dave Durand right here. And yeah, you'll likely have less guy ahead. It's okay. I'm going to have somebody else call the race for me, and I'm going to race it. I'm totally joking. Totally joking. Oh, Redford out there having a good day. And the final turn here. 4 seconds to lead. Redford had the race. It was his track today. Wyatt Smith's going to finish second. In 4 minutes, you can get back out. Well, you better tell the racers to stop. 71 of Redford's going to win it here at Pocono, and he had to drift it around the corner to do it. Wyatt Smith had to work his way back out as well. The 8's going to finish second. Dave Durand has a phenomenal race back to the front, and now we're just going to do that for all of them at the very end. Stream schedule at the top right there for all of the iRacing broadcasts. Appreciate everybody out there for doing what you do. The streams will change here pretty soon. We got leagues that are finishing up, going to have their championship races here, and including this one here in about 3 or 4 weeks. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's always good to see. It's a pleasure to see everybody out there. Redford's your race winners. Take a look at your race results, bottom of your screen or in the middle of your screen. Sorry about that. Matt Redford's your race winner, part of the Crash Test Dummies racing team, apparently. Wyatt Smith is going to have Dave Durand finishing behind him. Jeff Myers, Austin Chappie, top fives. Carlos Ortiz, first race of the series, and he just couldn't avoid anything there. Oh, he dented the nose. Dang it. Or get out there and teach our friend from England how to do a burnout. No, totally joking. Matt, phenomenal guy. I've raced with him in other races. He is a phenomenal dude and very patient too. Muse finishes 7th. Wayne, my man, finishes in 8th. Casey Deese in 9th. Jared Knox in 10th. Bromfield, Anthony finished 12th. James finishes 13th. Robert Gass, Joshua Benton. Those are the drivers 14th and 2nd. Look at this, put this up, talk to this. Let's go and see if we've got our good friends ready to go. Let's take a look. Hold the phone. Oh, there he is. You know what? We'll talk to Wyatt. Hold on just a second. I've got to move. I moved channels around so that way I can do this. Let's just kind of talk to. Actually, we'll talk to Matt first, and we'll just do them in order. Let's just do it. Let's just do what I'm supposed to do. Congratulations to the race winner here, Matt Redford. It's going to be the number 71. Matt, congrats, man! You were able to drive that like an Xfinity car on steroids.
It did not feel that way, honestly. We were in like a group practice in the session beforehand, and it was like 100% track, like it was perfect, and you could just chuck it in. And then this race, it was terrible. Honestly, it was the rear of the car was constantly being loose. You had to be so careful on the throttle. It was horrible to drive, but thankfully I kept it together.
Trust me, I was in that practice session with you guys, and I was like, and from the moment that there was the first time that I saw you guys get into about 3 laps, I'm like, this is where the tires should be coming in, and it didn't. And I felt for you because it just looked like it was tough, very, very tough. Calvin, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you out there. Like you look like you were wheeling that thing. The fastest lap of the race was a 54.9, and you ran that lap. It just looked like it was. I wouldn't say unbearable, but everything had to work right, and you were able to do that, and you were able to do it by seconds. I mean, the first time you had a 4.5 second lead before the first caution came out.
Yeah, it really helps if you can just like control the throttle on the way out of the corner. You can keep it together. Being right on the edge really helps out, and you can get such a good run. I couldn't get turn 1 the right for most of the race, and then one lap it just clicked, and I was able to then pump out some really good laps. But throughout the race, the cautions really kept screwing up my race. Halfway through the race, I was not paying attention, and everyone came in at the pits. And I realized if you did that, you didn't need to go to the end. And I was like, oh, I had 10 laps of fuel left, and I was really hoping for a caution. And it came out, thankfully. So without that caution, I would have been done.
Well, the fuel was going to be a big strategy here. There was a lot of drivers behind you that were on the same strategy, though. So I still think the race worked out in your favor, regardless. You just had such speed when it came to trying to maintain it on those short runs. Man, just congrats. I mean, we're going to Talladega next week, so we know Talladega can be hit or miss, but at the end of the day, it's going to be it's going to be Talladega.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, Talladega, first time racing there, really. I need to get a paint scheme sorted for the retro night. I've been racing the same default iRacing livery for most of the season, so
a little throwback. You know what? We could probably come. You talk to me. We'll chat. I'll get you a paint scheme done up for you. And it'll be all signature esports logo and everything. I'm telling you. Anywho, man, no, we'll do something.
As long as it's retro, I'll take it.
We'll do it, man. It's all good. Hey, Matt, give your shout outs out there. Congratulations on the race win, and we'll definitely see you next week.
Yeah, thank you. Again, Casey and Shappy, fantastic. They were constantly in the comms, and they were just telling me about the situations behind them and all that. So cheers to those two.
It's always a ton of fun. You're gonna have to pick you a team next week. You guys are gonna need it, especially when it comes to super speedway racing. These things do push on the bottom line, but that high line.
Oh, you get a great run.
Oh, you can. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that one. It's gonna be. I really wish I had somebody to broadcast for me so I could race with you guys. It would be so much fun just to chill. But I told Anthony that I would be here. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna wish I was with you guys because I do like the way these things drive under pressure. Matt, congratulations, and first and foremost, we'll see you next week.
All right, yeah. Thanks very much.
Always the man himself. And then Wyatt Smith's going to be your P2 finisher. Wyatt, tell me about this race. You had to put it in full send mode there a couple of times.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. Like, I was in practice. I was doing fine. I thought the tires were going to warm up, but that never happened in the race. I went the whole race on one set of tires, and they didn't drop below 90 the entire time.
I did see that. I was watching your just your fuel. You went in to get a fuel. I thought at one point you might have gotten right side tires, and I'm sitting there looking at, well, maybe you got some damage repaired. Um, the tires didn't come up to pressure, and that's what we were seeing. We were seeing 104-degree track temperature with 72-degree air temperature, and when your practice is 20 minutes long around this race, you got a lot of cooling that happens in between lap times, and just couldn't get that pace out there. That's something I do suggest for leagues out there, folks. If you're out there paying attention about running iRacing leagues, get your air temperature and your track temperature. You don't have to set it as close as possible, but I would recommend that you do set your air temperature and your track dynamic weather to somewhere where it's going to be close enough that it'll make the tires work better for the track. You'll have much better racing. Your driver's going to be happier. If they spin out, it's because the tires are old. Most times where they hit the wall and get tight. So let the racing dictate the race, don't let the track dictate the race. In iRacing, it does happen in real life too, but you know, that's the kind of way it is. Wyatt, your dad's proud of you. I hear that you got some big things happening.
Yeah, I have been keeping myself busy with this league so far. I've gotten 1 win so far. I was trying to get my second one today, but that just didn't work out in my favor. But honestly, next week with Talladega, I'm gonna be pushing as hard as I can and trying to get a win there. And then we go to Bristol, which I'm good at, and then we go to North's Works Barrel.
Sounds like you're gonna have your hands full over the next couple of weeks. We do have a championship race at North Wilkesboro. That's gonna be a ton of fun. He's telling me that July 3rd you're going somewhere. Where are you going on July 3rd?
Oh, we're heading up to Road America actually, and we're gonna be tying there with NASCAR. So that's gonna be cool.
It's going to be pretty cool. I hear you're working with the Trans Am series, which is kind of like the IROC series for those who are out there and know a little bit about racing. It's a great series to be a part of. Congratulations on a P2, brother. I appreciate you, and you know, it's gonna be fun. We look forward to seeing what you guys do next week. Make sure you get yourself a teammate because you guys are going to need it going into the Super Speedway week.
Yeah, I got a friend who's interested in this league, so I'll find out.
There you go, Wyatt. Congratulations on a P2. Give your shout outs, buddy.
I would just like to shout out my dad, and that's pretty much it.
Well, you know what? Your dad was out there watching. He is proud of you. He was talking you up, man, and he did it on YouTube. You won't be able to go back and watch that, but I will tell you here. He says, "Let's go, Wyatt." He says, "The Connecticut Priest Nation." He says, "I'm his dad. Wyatt works with a real race team from the Trans Am series. He will be at Road America July 3rd with NASCAR when they cross together. The best part of working Sundays is watching these. Giving a compliment to me and to you at the same time, which I kind of like. Appreciate you, Dad. What's your dad's name?
His name's Jamie.
You said Jimmy?
Jamie.
Jamie. Well, Jamie, appreciate you out there. Much love to you. And Wyatt, we'll see you next week, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Always. Last but not least, is Dave in here? Dave's got to be in here because, Dave, you, my man. It was like Milwaukee got a foot of snow and took it to Pocono with you.
Yeah, that's an understatement right there. This was really tough to drive, especially with no practice. So these things were a handful.
And you were able to. Okay, so I was watching those last few laps, and right there at the end, I was watching. You had significant nose damage, but it didn't really make a difference. It felt like probably that nose damage tightened up the car enough to be able to get it to drive into the corners. Is that kind of what it was? Did it kind of feel that way?
Yeah, I felt like that way a little bit. I mean, it didn't really affect the car too much, but I'd rather have it tight because these things were so loose from the get-go since we started lap 1. Then if we were able to get a run going, these things are tightened up, and we were able to get some good laps out of these things. But yeah, the nose damage did affect the car a little bit, but actually I liked it that way because for how loose these things were and to tighten up just a tad, it drove a whole lot better as the laps were winding down.
I tell you what, like I said, 140. It started off 107 degrees, went to 104 degrees. The air temperature was just too cool to keep the track stable. And even with the way the grip was on the track, you guys just never could get enough runs to get that rubber laid down, which was it's racing. You know, it does happen, and sometimes iRacing throws the weather out there and says this is what it is. You got to deal with it, and uh, you know, it just kind of happens. But you made the most out of it. Next week you got Talladega. And Talladega, it doesn't matter about track temperature to tire ratio. It matters about what you're going to be doing with the people in front of you and the people behind you. What you got for next week?
Try to lead every lap we can. Try to stay up front. These things are so fun to drive on Talladega or Daytona. So, my goal is just try to stay up front as long as we can and have a shot at the end.
Got to push. You gotta be pushed, and actually utilize that try to figure out that high line, especially in practices. I think if you guys can figure out that high line, it's going to be a ton of fun. Well, man, give you shout outs. Congrats on a P3 finish. It's always a ton of fun. And man, I know it looked like it was rough, folks, but these guys, I bet their arms are tired. 60 laps around here is a long race.
Just thank EDS Racing. Thank you for a great broadcast, and we'll just, like I said, we'll take our talents next week and see what we can do at Talladega.
Buddy, it's going to be a ton of fun. Dave, I will see you next week, and much love to everybody.
You too, sir.
All right, that's the man himself. Finishes in third. It was a great race, regardless, because there was a lot of things that happened today that didn't play into their favor. So the fact that they were able to try to still be competitive and they were trying to push corners, they were trying to find their way around each other. It proves a testament that these guys really try to figure it out. Anthony, thank you for the like. Nate, what's up, buddy? You are at the race right now, and I love you, but you just by Nathan Bogart, you, my friend, okay. He's at the race. He's rubbing it in. We're cheering for Larson because that's who we like. But anywho, much love to you, brother. Hopefully you're being safe. Hopefully you and enjoying your time with your wife as well. Folks, much love to you. It was a race. Thank you to EDS Graphics. Thank you to the Outcast Racing League. Thank you to all the folks out there that help make things happen with me over here, especially all the new people that that I'm meeting through other platforms and things that I'm working on and trying as well. Thank you to Nitrado. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Thank you to each and every one of you out there that have ever subscribed, liked, followed, did anything, chatted out there in the comments. Much love to you. Thank you to Maximus Sports Cars, Texas Family Racing, TFR out there, Texas Kelva, and all the folks. Thank you to True to Life role-playing servers. Got to get out there and check that out. They're amazing. If you want any more information about that, they have a Discord. All you have to do is just search it, and I think their Discord link comes up in the first couple of chats. It is TRUE, the number 2, LIFE, all together, no spaces in between all that. That's going to be the GTA 5 5M server. Absolutely wonderful people. You have to be in their Discord, and you have to agree to the rules and all that stuff before you can ever join the server. So make sure that you do that. I get to know the folks because they're amazing. I had a nice conversation with them this morning. It's great. Much love. We're going to see you in the next one, folks.